In Seinfeld, you lost a contest because of a Kennedy, John, and now we're back at the Kennedy Center, winning the prize here,
That's
winning
right.
the contest. Do you feel like you got a little revenge there on the guy?
It hadn't even occurred to me, but now that you mention it, perhaps so.
Seinfeld also just said that he said all 4 people in the show, you couldn't have plucked one of them out and the show wouldn't have worked. And the fact that you're the first of them to get it, but talk about the foursome there and how, in a way, you're kind of winning it for all of them too here, and you're out front.
Well, I believe in the power of ensemble work and working together, and I think that speaks to Jerry's comment. I agree with that. We were a foursome, and a forceful foursome, but I think that's true in my life. With the work that I've done, I love working in ensembles and sort of linking arms with other actors to sort of carry the burden of, it's hardly a burden, but to make the show a even better thing.
Well, in the contest episode, you remember that it was John F. Kennedy Jr., and now we're at the Kennedy Center here, coming full circle.
That?
So which contest is harder to win, that one or the Mark Twain Prize?
The Mark Twain Prize is harder. You got it because you have to have a career of success to get this prize.
Yeah. And you were talking about the dance earlier. What you said it was her? She nailed it on the first try.
Yeah,
Does it start in the thumbs and sort of emanate down the body?
Yeah. So the first thing she did was that exact dance.
And who came up with Sweet Fancy Moses? Full body dry heave set to music.
I think it was Sweet Fancy Moses was Jeff Schaefer, and Full Body Dry Heave Set to Music was mine.
It's I was just telling somebody else that it's you know, a lot of times you go to events and you kind of feel obligated, and it's, you know, you're not that excited to be there. I was thrilled to be here this weekend because someone as deserving as Julia, this is just a joy to watch. It's just to be a part of this. It's really exciting.
We've heard countless people say, you know, she's just a great person.
She is, and that's the thing is with her kind of longevity. She has such huge talent, but it's also how she sees people, how she values people, her kindness. That's what gives you the longevity, you know. So I have a lot of admiration for her. This is pretty thrilling.
I want to know, do you have a favorite Seinfeld episode or moment involving Julia?
You know, I don't. There are so many. Well, you know, the yada yada yada. I mentioned the bisque is pretty hard to beat. That's probably one of the greatest lines in the history of television. So that one's pretty hard to beat. Yeah.
Well, I think comedians are the geniuses of our time, and so I love to get that take where you're able to laugh at the obscurity of life when there's really depressing, heavy things going on. Sometimes the soul needs to release, and laughter is important. And so a comedic take on some of the serious issues is really important in our world. And I think somebody like Julia, she's really witty and she's very smart, obviously. And so I get a lot of my my political insights from her.
I think it's deserving, and you know, there was no question. We all came together and said, who do you think? Julia, 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 Julia. Everybody thought it was time for her. And
Why do you think that is? Like, what particular skill set?
I think that because she has all of it. She is a great actor. She's a good person. She's really funny. She has all of this, you know, personal, individual sort of this body that's so amazing. And she's also a leader. She's a producer. She does all of these things. So she's very natural and really beautiful and just a really great person. And we all seem to know that, don't we? And so it's really fun. We're thrilled to have her.